आगत स्वागतम्, हम सब करते स्वागतम्, हम सब करते स्वागतम्। आज हमारे बीच पधारे श्री माता जी आप ही तारे, आज हमारे बीच पधारे श्री माता जी आप ही तारे। झुम झुम के करते हैं गान, झुम झुम के करते हैं गान। स्वागत आगत स्वागतम्, स्वागत आगत स्वागतम्। उज्जवर माता जी के दर्शन पाकर करते हैं स्वागत दिल से गाकर। उज्जवर माता जी के दर्शन पाकर करते हैं स्वागत दिल से गाकर। प्रेम फूलों की माला पहनाते हैं हम, प्रेम फूलों की माला पहनाते हैं हम। स्वागत आगत स्वागतम्, स्वागत आगत स्वागतम्। निर्मल माँ से गिनती हमारी, जीवन सुख से कर दे भारी। निर्मल माँ से गिनती हमारी, जीवन सुख से कर दे भारी। आनंद प्रेम शांति सदा ही रहे, आनंद प्रेम शांति सदा ही रहे। स्वागत आगत स्वागतम्, स्वागत आगत स्वागतम्। हम सब करते स्वागतम्, हम सब करते स्वागतम्। आज हमारे बीच पधारे श्री माता जी आप ही तारे, आज हमारे बीच पधारे श्री माता जी आप ही तारे। झुम झुम के करते हैं गान, झुम झुम के करते हैं गान। स्वागत आगत स्वागतम्, स्वागत आगत स्वागतम्, स्वागत आगत स्वागतम्।
जय श्री माता जी। మహిళలు శ్రీమాతాజీ నమస్కారం பண்ணி மெதுவாக குண்டலினி உயர்த்தி வந்தன் போட்டுக்கொள்வோம். സന്തോഷ ചിത്തത്തോട് മിகவும் அன்போடு ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியை பார்ப்போம். श्रद्धा भक्ति समर्पण भावத்தோட கேட்போம். श्री माता जी தாங்களே எங்களுடைய மாதா பிதா குரு தெய்வம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, நாங்கள் எங்களுடைய சிந்தனை பேச்சு செயல் தாங்களிடம் முழுமையாக சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம். எங்களுடைய சரணாகதியை ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளுங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து இன்றைய தியானத்துக்கு அனுமதியை தந்து வழி நடத்துங்கள். மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கண்கள் மூடிக்கொள்வோம். கவனம் நம்முடைய இதயத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ ஆதிசக்தி ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, ஸ்ரீ ஆதி குருவாக இந்த தியான அமர்வுல நம்ம கூட இருக்காங்க. நம்முடைய ஹிருதயத்தில் ஸ்ரீ ஆதி குருவோட ரூபத்தை நம்ம தரிசிப்போம். கவனம் இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் சகஸ்ராரத்தில் வைத்து குரு மாதாவோட இணைப்பை கிடைச்சிருக்கான்னு கவனிப்போம். வலது உள்ளங்கை சகஸ்ராரத்துக்கு கொஞ்சம் மேல வைத்து பார்க்கலாம். சகஸ்ராரத்திலிருந்து சைத்தன்யத்தை உணருமான்னு கவனிப்போம். மெதுவாக வலது கை மடக்கி கொண்டு வரலாம். கவனம் சகஸ்ராரம். மூன்று மகாமந்திரத்தை போவோம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। गणेश मंत्रम्। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। மெதுவாக இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் பூமி தாய் மீது வைப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி ஸ்ரீ ஆதி பூமி மாதா தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய சக்கரங்களும் நாடிகளையும் தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. தங்களுடைய அன்பும் கருணையால் எங்களை சுத்திகரிங்கள். தங்களுடைய எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் எங்களுக்கு தந்தருளுங்க. பொறுமையும் சகிப்புத்தன்மையும் தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ ஆதி பூமி மாதா சாட்சாத் ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदि भूमि माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। இடநாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துவோம். இடது கை நடு மீது, வலது கை பூமி தாய் மீது இருக்கட்டும். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய இடநாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி தமோ குணத்தோட எல்லா எதிர்மறைகளும் தேவையற்ற கடந்த கால நினைவுகளையும் முழுமையாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மகாகாளி ஸ்ரீ பைரவரோட எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. பிங்கள நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய பிங்களா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். எங்களுடைய பிங்களா நாடியை பாதிக்கிற ரஜோகுணத்தோடு எல்லா எதிர்மறைகளையும் தேவையற்ற பிற்கால கவலைகளையும் முழுமையாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மகா சரஸ்வதி ஸ்ரீ ஹனுமானோட எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. மெதுவாக இடது கை மடக்கி கொண்டு வருவேன். கவனம் சுஷும்னா நாடி. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய சுஷும்னா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். தியானத்துக்கு தேவையான முழு சமநிலையை தந்தருளுங்கள். எங்களுடைய கவனத்தை தூய்மைப்படுத்தி நிகழ்காலத்தில் எப்போதும் இருக்க அருள் புரியுங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மகாலட்சுமி ஸ்ரீ கணேஷாவோட எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் தந்தருளுங்கள். இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் சகஸ்ராரத்தில் கவனத்தை வைத்து சமநிலை அடைஞ்சிருக்கோமா? இரண்டு கைகளும் சகஸ்ராரத்தில் சைத்தன்யத்தை உணர்வோமா? அமைதியாக இருக்கிறோமான்னு கவனிப்போம். கவனம் சகஸ்ராரத்தில் இயல்பாக நிலையாக இருக்கிறதாகவும் கவனிப்போம். மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் மூலாதார சக்கரத்தில் கொண்டு வருவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய மூலாதார சக்கரத்துக்குள் வாருங்கள். எங்களுடைய மூலாதார சக்கரத்தை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ கணேச தத்துவத்தை நிலைநிறுத்தி செயல்படுத்துங்கள். தூய்மையும் மங்களத்தோடு நிரப்பிவிடுங்கள். गणेश तरफ से ओम नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं हृदं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं मामवक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुजानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चातात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरातात् अवदक्षिणातात् अवचोद्धातात् अवाधरातात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वम् आनन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्त तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रतीति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो निलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादीन् पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादीन् तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वार परतरः हरिदेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋतम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपम् दकार पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वार शान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नाद सन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेश विद्या गणकऋषिः निच्छुद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तभाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैर्सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्टयार्थो प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो रात्रपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। மெதுவாக கவனம் மூலாதாரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். ஸ்ரீ குண்டலினி கௌரி மாதா மந்திரத்தை போவோம். ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कुण्डलिनी गौरी माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। மெதுவாக நம்ம கவனம் பவசாகரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். ஸ்ரீநாதன் தாங்களே சாட்சாத் ஸ்ரீ ஆதிகுரு தத்தாத்ரேயா தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய பவசாகரத்துக்குள் வாருங்கள். எங்களுடைய பவசாகரத்தை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. 10 குருமார்களோட எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் தந்தருளுங்கள். தூய ஞானத்தை தந்தருளுங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி எங்களை ஸ்வயம் குரு ஆகிறதுக்கு தகுதியை தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. அதனோட மகிமை சரியாக புரிந்து அதற்கு எங்களுடைய இச்சா சக்தி, காரிய சக்தி, ஞான சக்தியை முழுமையாக உபயோகப்படுத்த எங்களுக்கு புத்தியும் சக்தியும் தந்தருளுங்கள். ஸ்வயம் குருவாக மாறலாம் என்று சிறந்த விஷயத்தை எங்களுக்கு தந்திருக்கிறீர்கள். அதை மதித்து நாங்கள் சுய கட்டுப்பாட்டோடு எங்களுக்குள்ள எல்லா குறைபாடுகளையும் முழுமையாக நீக்கிவிட அதை புரியுங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீநாதன், எங்களுக்குள் குரு தத்துவத்தை நிலைநிறுத்தி செயல்படுத்துங்கள். அது எங்களுடைய பேச்சிலும் நடத்திலும் எல்லா விதத்திலும் நாங்கள் அதை கடைபிடிக்க எப்போதும் எங்களுக்கு துணையாக இருந்து அருளுங்கள் தாயே. எங்களை தயவு செய்து ஆட்கொண்டு அருளுங்கள். குரு ஸ்துதியை கூறலாம். ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमायादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिमूर्तिम् भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। चैतन्यं शाश्वतं शान्तं व्योमातीतं निरञ्जनं नादबिन्दुकलातीतं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदं मन्त्रमूलं गुरुवाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजि श्रीनर्मदा देव्यै नमो नमः। மெதுவாக மேலே வரணும். ஆகிய சக்கரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய ஆக்யா சக்கரத்தை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். மன்னிக்கும் சுபாவமும் தியாக மனப்பான்மையை தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. தங்கள் அருளால் நாங்கள் எல்லோரையும் மன்னிக்கின்றோம், எங்களையும் மன்னிக்கின்றோம். நாங்கள் தெரிந்தோ தெரியாமலோ செய்த தவறுகளை மன்னித்து அருளுங்கள். மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் சகஸ்ராரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். வலது கை சகஸ்ராரத்தில் வைத்து ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய சகஸ்ராரத்தை முழுமையாக திறந்து விடுங்கள் தாயே. தாங்களுடைய எல்லா ஆசீர்வாதங்களும் பெற, தாங்களுடைய இணைய அமைதியும் ஆனந்தமும் உணர எங்களுடைய சகஸ்ராரத்தை முழுமையாக திறந்து விடுங்கள். தியானத்துக்கு கொண்டு செல்லுங்கள் தாயே. மெதுவாக வலது கை மடிக்கி கொண்டு வருவோம். கவனம் சகஸ்ராரத்தில் வைத்து சில நிமிடம் அமைதியாக தியானத்தில் இருக்கும். ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. கண்களை திறந்து ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜிയുടെ சொற்பொழிவை கேட்டு உள்வாங்கிட்டோம்.
Today we are here to know about Guru principle. What does a Guru do? Whatever you have, all the precious things within you. He discovers them for your knowledge. Actually, it is all there. Everything. All the knowledge, all the spirituality, all the joy is there. Right time. It's all contained within you. Only thing the Guru does, makes you knowledgeable about your knowledge, about your own spirit. Everyone has the spirit within himself. Everyone has the spirituality within himself. There is nothing that you get from outside. But before getting this knowledge, you are dealing or you are living in ignorance. In that ignorance, you do not know what treasure you have got within yourself. So the Guru's job is to make you know what you are. That is the first step, that it starts, that awakening within you, by which you know that you are not this outside world. This is all an illusion. And you start getting enlightened within yourself. Some people get full light and some people get it gradually. Essence of all the religions is that you should know yourself. Those people who are fighting in the name of religion, you have to go and ask them. You have to inquire from them, did your religion make you know yourself? If all the religions have said one thing, you have to do all these things just to know yourself. But people get into rituals. They think that doing all these rituals, they are near God. They live in ignorance, absolutely, about themselves, and day in and day out work out something which has nothing to do with yourself. Lots of acrobats, prayers, pujas, these things go on. Because it is all ignorance. People go on paying them money and they become very rich and their interest is only money. They want to take all your money, absolutely, and make a fool out of you. They pamper your ego. With pampering of that ego, you just start drifting into the ocean of illusion and you are drowned into that illusion, thinking that you are very religious and you are just in connection with God, which you are not. To know God, you should know yourself first. Without knowing that, you cannot know God. That's essential, that you should know yourself. But when you know yourself, you know partly. The experience is not sufficient. The knowledge has to come. And the Guru gives the knowledge about yourself. Now you have to tally it. You should find out whatever your Guru has told you. Is it true or not? Is it correct or not? Or is it just another illusion? Now in this ascent, people get into lots of problems. First and foremost is the ego problem, especially in the West. Ego stands up and you start thinking you are great, you are better than others, and there's something special about you. This ignorance is more dangerous than the worldly ignorance, I think. Because in the worldly ignorance, you do feel the consequences of wrong things. But when you are halfway, when your ignorance is that about yourself, when you are going to a higher realm, then one should always understand that you cannot have ego. Then what starts is introspection. You start looking at yourself. What's wrong with you? When you understand that you have ego, you start looking at yourself. Or when you find there's something missing or something wrong, then also start introspecting. This should be a very, very honest effort. Some people in Sahaja Yoga at a very early stage start thinking that they are very great and they don't need any introspect. And they rise again into the clouds of ignorance without achieving selfhood, or I can call self-realization. So, you have to introspect and see for yourself what have you been doing, what are you, how far you have come. How much, please don't translate just now, all right? You can do it later on. You must hear with full concentration. Even if you don't understand, it will work. Now, the style of such a person changes gradually. How? First of all, a person who is extremely aggressive, hot-tempered, and full of ego starts becoming very gentle and mild. Another type, which is frightened and afraid and very cautious, start becoming fearless. At that stage, you have no fears. You are sure that you are on the right path and you are moving on the right lines. You are not easily disturbed there, but still you have to rise higher and higher, where when you meditate, you understand that there's something wrong within yourself. You have achieved your self-realization. You have got the blessings of self-realization. Your health is good. You got all kinds of blessings which you cannot count. All that is there. But still, you have to go further. And that is to understand all the knowledge about Sahaja Yoga. You have to understand through your mental capacity, first to begin with, and then you have to verify how far it is correct, how far you have understood it, how far you have worked right, how far you know. And when you start seeing yourself, you start entering into the realm of bhakti. You become a mild person, become a sweet person. You don't talk too much. You don't harass anyone. You are a very pleasant person, very gentle, very understanding. This person has to verify how he is behaving towards other. Now the attention starts moving from one self to another, and you start seeing how you behave, how you love, what is the quality of your compassion. When you love somebody without any expectations, just love, then you are absolutely dedicated to that person, absolutely. You just obey. You will do anything for that person. If there is this love which you call as surrender, this is just the love. Surrender is nothing but the love. And that love, which is extremely joy-giving, this bhakti starts, this dedication starts, and you are cleansed by that bhakti. All the bad qualities you have, you can call them, all the deficiencies you have, all the problems you have, you understand and you get over it. Now if you see somebody with the same qualities, with the same troubles, you, in the love of that person, try to tolerate. Such a person just tolerates. There is no aggression, and these people forgive. Realized souls go on forgiving. Their capacity to forgive is tremendous. They do not bear any malice against anyone. They don't have any anger about anyone. They just go on tolerating and forgiving and forgiving. This forgiveness is just a music, I should say, of your bhakti. The amount of forgiveness these masters could have can be seen from life of Christ. They are tortured, crucified. Most of the saints were tortured. People never liked them. And they were crucified. But, as you know, that they never resented. They never take a revenge. They never did anything which was not compassion. They had compassion. And compassion for such people, they felt that, oh God, please forgive them. What they are doing, they don't know. Extremely compassionate. And they are that becomes their nature. When it becomes their nature, they become people with complete peace. They are not disturbed. They are never disturbed with whatever is happening. And they think it's God's will. Because nothing can disturb them. Nothing can upset them. They just enjoy their devotion. Devotion to their Guru, maybe devotion to God. In that devotion, they may write beautiful poetry. They may go on dancing. They may go on singing. Because the peace is within and they are enjoying themselves. When they are alone, they are never alone. They enjoy themselves. They know that we are one with the divine. And the blessings of the divine they enjoy. Another thing is they never take to artificiality. They are never worried, never upset. They are neither futuristic nor think of the past, but they are in the present. When they are in the present, they are absolutely silent. If there is any problem or anything happens to them, they immediately go into thoughtless awareness. That is what their capacity is. To become a guru, you have to develop that personality. Not to be bound by anything. I'll tell you my own example. I never hurry. I'm never bothered about time. Once I was going to America. Because if you are sure the divine has plans for you, you are not bothered. The divine is looking after you, so why to bother? I was going to America and one child fell down. I was just about to get up and go and broke his arm. And when I saw the child, I said, all right, I'll put that child right. But they said, you are going to America? I said, I'll go in any case. So I cured the child, took about half an hour, and then I came out, all right, let's go to the airport. They said, Mother, you are very late. I said, I'm never late. Let's go. We went there to the airport, and the plane by which I was going was out of order. So there was another plane going to Washington, not to New York, and I wanted to go to Washington only. So just imagine how things work out, and we call them sahaja. It has worked out sahaja. That means it's effortless. But first of all, your personality should be such that your devotion is so great that divine is compelled to look after. Compelled to look after. You have to understand that divine force is around. And this divine force is absolute guarantee for your safety, for everything that you want to do. You can say that, Mother, you are very powerful. You can become also very powerful. If you get completely dedicated to the divine work, you will also have all the powers, and the divine will provide all the necessary work that you want to do, necessary time that you have to have. Everything is provided by the divine. But the compassion, when it extends from other people to God, or to divine person, or to your Guru, then it becomes very easy to live, very simple to live. No complications. Everything is sorted out. And you are not bothered about anything. Just close your eyes and things work out. Everything works out as if that's your will. But you don't have to will it. Don't have to think about it. It just works out. The divine looks after everything. Looks after your comfort, looks after your health, everything. And this divine help you do not seek, you do not ask for, but you are a personality for which the divine is responsible. You are a special responsibility of the divine. And it knows what is good for you and what is not. It's an example, I can give many, where supposing I thought somebody is coming to meet me, and people told me, Mother is very negative. He will never come. He'll never come. All positive things will happen, and if negative things take place, then you use your compassion. If it is negative, you use your compassion and you solve the problem. You can solve the problems of your own, of your surroundings, of your community. So now you have got your self-realization. How far you have gone in that, I don't know. I have a complaint about women, so many ladies, that they don't meditate, that they are not looking after themselves. They are not realized souls. And that's why many men want to divorce them, because they think these women are good for nothing. And some men also are like that. To solve this problem, you have to have compassion. And you have to, somehow or other, with compassion, you should win over the partner of your life. After all, men are much more busy than women are. But women indulge into so many other things. They have to look after their family, their children, everything. And their mind is involved into all such mundane things that they have no time to meditate. Without meditation, you cannot rise. You have to meditate. People think that now we have got realization, so it's all right. No. Every day you must meditate, because that's the cleansing that takes place. With the cleansing, you understand. You understand what is needed and what is not needed. You are cleansed out. That is done by divine, but you must religiously meditate. Gradually you will find your meditation will become very deep. You will become very, very deep, and your powers will start showing. When you are anywhere, negativity will run away. All sorts of problems can be solved. Whatever you want to do is available to you. Whatever is your desire to help others or give to someone, you just get it. It's my own experience I'm telling. You have to meditate at least 10 minutes every evening and morning about 5 minutes with complete devotion, with complete admiration. I've seen some people have such bhakti, such devotion, which is Shraddha, is higher than bhakti, that it becomes part and parcel of your being. It just envelops you completely. When you have that Shraddha, it's very miraculous. It works so many miracles. It's true, some people were cured only thinking of me, is a fact. But that doesn't mean that they had the Shraddha of that level. But that means that they have to develop Shraddha. Now, how to develop a Shraddha, which is a natural light of the spirit? Because people are trying very hard to develop Shraddha. But Shraddha cannot be developed by mental activity, by any activity but meditation of silence. If you do the meditation, I've always told you to do meditation. I immediately know a person who has been meditating and who has not been. They'll come to my puja, all right, and they'll talk about Sahaja Yoga. They'll go out and do it for popularity. Many people are like that. They go out and for popularity they work it out. But inside, they have not yet traced their own self. So at this development stage, you should be encouraged and understood that you can reach that state very easily through meditation and introspection. With introspection, you will develop a new quality of understanding that you will find solutions to things. That is another quality a person who is a realized soul has. It can find solutions to all your problems. He can suggest what is the way you can be helped.
जय श्री माता जी கண்கள் மூடி சில நிமிடம் தியானத்தில் இருப்போம் जय श्री माता जी கண்களை திறந்து ஸ்ரீ மாதாவிக்கு நன்றியை கூறுவோம் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி இந்திய தியானம் அளித்ததற்கு நன்றி தாவும் தங்களுடைய எல்லா ஆசீர்வாதங்களுக்கும் எங்களுடைய மனமார்ந்த நன்றி ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி நாங்கள் தெரிந்தோ தெரியாமலோ ஏதாவது தவறு செய்திருந்தால் தயவு செய்து எங்களை மன்னியுங்கள் நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணி குண்டலினி உயர்த்தி பந்தன் போட்டுக்கொள்வோம் जय श्री माता जी
जय श्री माता जी।